Hey everybody, Jim Tedesco here from Millennium County RR version 2.5. It's a tongue twister today for some reason. Anyway, I've got, yeah, you guessed it, another mail call. Getting a lot of these lately, huh? Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, you're going to laugh because I already did this once. I forgot to turn the mic on. So I'm doing it again. Anyway, this was the package that it came in. I already opened it. And what I got is the red LEDs. If you can see them, they're pretty small. Yeah, pretty small. Along with another button switch. And of course, a selection of resistors. Because, you know, resistance is futile. Anyway, these are the red ones. These will complement the white ones because I've got to do both white and red on the P42. Now, I've got everything together. I have been busy. Yesterday, I was experimenting with one of the clear ones. And I blew the first one out on the decoder buddy. Now, even though that thing is resisted, apparently it's not resisted properly, which is technically my fault. I bought the board with the 1000 ohm resistors built in. I should have got the one with the 2200K resistors. That would have solved the problem, but I didn't know that. I mean, there's a lot of, live and learn on this stuff here. It's just, you don't know what the hell you're doing. And for all intents and purposes, I'm a little iffy on that. Now I'm learning as I go, so in the future I'll get the 2200K decoder buddy, so I won't have to use resistors. So I wound up having to use a resistor on this, and I did burn out two LEDs. The first one with no resistors, just using the decoder buddy, which found out real quick that isn't going to work. And I should have known better because I did a voltage check on the lighting board and it was showing 5.5 volts. Well, the stock LEDs only handle 1.8. The ones I bought at least they'll handle 3, but it would still blow them out in time. So I had to use a resistor, so I wasn't sure which one to use. They give you 3 different variations of resistance. And the first one I picked was not sufficient, and it blew it out anyway. The second one I used, that was the trick there. That's these ones here. And these are rated at, well, they don't give a resistance value. But it does say that they're good from 9.1 to 13 volts DC. It'll reduce it down to 3 or under. So these are the ones I have to use. The other 2 that they gave me, they're insufficient unless you're working with lower voltage to begin with, which I'm not. So anyway, I hooked up a temporary LED to the P42. Turned the headlight on. It's actually the rear headlight, and I let it set on for about 2 hours. They didn't blow out, so I'm going, okay, we're good to go. Still bright, but not overly so. And I think I've got it figured out. So now what I have to do is, of course, I have to cut all the wires off the existing boards. Because I basically blew out all the lights on this loco, front and rear. So this one here is the number board light, so I'll have to replace this LED. And then this one here, this has 5 LEDs on it, which basically you've got the ditch lights, the class lights, and the headlight. So I'm going to have to replace all the LEDs. I got to now desolder the wires on the back. Won't be using them anymore because the new ones, of course, they're already pre-wired. You can see one here. They got about, it looks like about a 10-inch, 11-inch wire on them. So I'll just have to thread the wires through and then hook them up appropriately to each area. So I do have to use a resistor. I should be able to connect maybe 3 LEDs up per resistor. Not sure. I'm going to try it though. Because you put the resistor on the positive end and it controls the voltage going through it. So, and I should be able to hook up 3 different LEDs to the single resistor. And I'll probably use a total of 3 resistors on this board to get all my lighting done. And I still may put in a cab light just because I can, and it'll be perfect with these mini LEDs. Because I was going to use one of the bigger round ones, but now that I've got these grain of sand ones, I can put one of those right inside the cab and boom, light it up. So, and I may even put one in the back window. I might go crazy with it, you know. I've got literally 12 positions I could use, or pads I could use. So we will be fine with that. The rest of the board is working fine. I've got good sound. I've got motion forward and rear. So this is really the last step. Oh, and of course the current keeper or keep alive is wired in. It's working fine. I'm currently using only one speaker. I'm still kicking around putting in the second one. But it really depends because the current keeper is fairly large. And there may not be a good place to put it. I put it basically in place of where the second speaker goes. The sound is loud and it's clear. I don't really think I need 2 speakers. So we'll probably leave the second one out. Not sure. Anyway, that's the plan. I'll talk more about this on tomorrow night's show, Shortline Thursday. Make sure you show up for that one. It'll be a good one. That's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Show's called Shortline Thursday. And we're going to discuss the P42 as well as a myriad of other things. So hopefully we'll see you there, and thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.